having you guide me through stuff. I don't know if that'll even be the case, but all right. So if I want there to be a fuel system, I'm going to be modifying a lot of existing code because all of my motion stuff is going to have to also be like subtract X from this pool of stuff. All right, so I'm going to open up a old school text pad here just for a minute to go through everything and really think this through so that I know what I need to do.
Commenty thing inside of MonoDevelop.
No.
Okay.
I don't use the commenty thing inside of MonoDevelop because I have a text document that I can then have separate to the side that I can look at.
Okay.
And I don't know what part of the script I'm editing where.
All right.
Oh, I'm totally, Calvin has already told me that I'm going to get to play with particles because I want to. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Okay, so if I want fuel, I need a fuel tank, which would be the same thing as some number, a value, I should say. Oh, I'm talking like a programmer. There's nothing that happens to the ship damage-wise. What I'm thinking of doing actually is the fuel is basically it's going to be energy. That lets you play with it, and it can be like more than just gasoline. It can be your equipment too. So I'm thinking when your when your fuel is at above like 75% or something like that, you'll get a shield. You like get like a force shield around your ship, and then that can take like 1 or maybe 2 hits, and then that'll go away until your fuel is at 75 again. And like there'll probably be like some sort of cooldown period as well in case you're already at 75. Because in classic asteroids, I'm pretty sure you just explode and die, and you get like another ship, like you start with 3 ships or something. But I want this to still be hard. But I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm totally up for adjusting my goal if you guys think that it would be a little bit cooler if I did it a slightly different way. Okay, so a value. Let's say that the value is 100, because that seems like that would be a really easy thing to keep track of. The shooting is going to pull from that. It will subtract from the tank. Propulsion, not movement, because I want you to still be able to rotate a bunch. I think that should be fun. That is not how you spell propulsion. I don't think. Hold on, I have to find out. I don't want to not have properly spelled things happening here. Dear Google, is this how you spell propulsion? It is! Okay, I was just worried. Good. Just looked wrong. Alright. Shoot will subtract from the tank. Propulsion yeah, exactly, Zach. Like, it's not like you get like a lot of shield. You just get a little. It's like a oops, I made a mistake, but I'm still here kind of thing. It's a little more gentle, less heartless the way original Asteroids was. Although that can be fun too, so I'd like to keep some of it. Okay. Propulsion will also subtract from the tank. Which is more expensive, shooting or moving? I think moving is more dangerous and also necessary sometimes, whereas shooting is kind of less necessary. So I think it will be more costly. Let's just say costs 1, just to think this out. And this will, whoops, cost 0.5. Smart. I don't often call games heartless. I played, I don't know if Wayne is in chat right now, but I played Wayne's game, Shachimi, and it was heartless. It wasn't finished yet, but it was way hard. They didn't realize how hard it was. When you're making your own game, it's hard to gauge the difficulty. Um, that's why puzzle games are a scary thing to make. It's because you have to make a puzzle and then you have to figure out how difficult it'll be for somebody who doesn't know the solution to solve, which is impossible because you already know the solution. It's crazy making. But I called his game Heartless, and I think they actually dubbed it Heartless Mode. They kept the difficulty level, which I thought was fun. All right, fuel. Fuel tank has a value 100. That will take more than propulsion will, and then asteroids need to be able to drop fuel. How is that going to happen? That's going to be trickier. Oh, and then shield raises if over 75 fuel. It doesn't cost fuel though. That's its requirement. Okay. I don't know how asteroids are going to drop fuel yet. I don't think I want to reward people for shooting the little ones. I think I want to reward people for shooting the medium-sized ones. And then maybe X% of the time. Or with a value of 1 to 4-ish. Something like that. Okay, so those are my options. No, the asana, I think, the way I want it to work is that if you have over 75 fuel, the shield will raise, but it stays up until it gets damaged. So the player will want to move to try to keep that. It's like an extra life almost, you know? They want to keep that around. So they're going to try to avoid getting damaged, but moving around eats up their fuel, which reduces the chances of them regenerating their shields if they do get damaged. It's a fun psychological. I like messing with people's heads a little bit, and I think this does it satisfactorily for me. How do I get started? What do I need to make? All right. I think logically for me, it makes the most sense to create the fuel tank first, because I don't know, referencing things that don't exist is a little bit confusing to me. The ship is probably where I want this to be inside the helm. Okay. If I start like going way off the like the deep end of like making mistakes, please tell me, chat. Please tell me, guys. And yeah, Calvin is also, but you're working, aren't you? Yeah, you're doing your own things. Are you making the ship?
Yeah.
What does it look like so far?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. All right. So on start. Let's see, what do I want to do? How do I make something that holds a value of 100 that can then get referenced all over the place? So I need to make it public, I think. What am I making public and where? Do I want to make this public on start? Oh my God, what am I doing? Okay, hold on. Let's think for a second. This is going to be a value from 1 to 100. It's going to be a float because I want to be able to take decimals out of it. So it is a float. So I'm going to start writing it up here, and I might move it later because I don't actually know what I'm doing. Public float called energy. Okay. I don't need it to be on start. Well, no. Oh crap. Okay. I wanted to start. You start with a full tank, because that's mean otherwise. So you start with 100 fuel. Does that mean I should put it in void start? Because it'll only get called once that way. And then from there, I can reference it later and change its values. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think I can do this. Energy equals 100F. There's my gas tank. And it is currently full. And then inside of update, get keyed down, pew pew, transform rotation, velocity shots fired. So tapping it, okay, so now I need to figure out how to subtract from the float that is energy. Okay, so it's gonna start. It's gonna be like, sweet, I have this energy, it's at 100. And then I want to be able to say -1 or -0.5 somewhere.
Where are you going to put that?
I need to put that inside of the key commands that are doing the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's what makes sense to me.
Yeah. There's a problem though with that.
That's what I feel like that's the wrong thing to do. I'm not entirely sure why yet, which is why I'm staring at this.
It's the right thing to do, but there's something else that you need to do. You can't just subtract from it. There's a reason why.
It's because I can't directly alter the float once I've given it a value or something? Like how, why?
No,
I don't know why.
Nothing like that.
What do you mean?
So where
What
is
am I
it
forgetting?
located? Where is it located? Are you
Since
gonna do the
the
subtraction?
float is a public float
Okay.
called energy.
All right, and you're gonna
And
subtract
I'm
from it
starting energy at
100,
100
and you're gonna subtract from it where?
elsewhere.
Right, but
But won't
probably,
energy return, won't that make this energy then
let's
equal 100?
let's say you're gonna do it while you're moving forward, right? That's what where you
Sure,
want.
while I'm moving. Sure,
So
so that
where
would
is that
be
gonna be?
inside of here.
Okay. All right. So when does that run? When does that happen?
On fixed updates.
And during the time that, let's say if you're gonna do it here.
Part of my brain is telling me I should make new statements that say if this key is being pressed down, just right inside of update. If this key is being pressed down, subtract this per second kind of stuff. I need
Per
like
second. Oh, how are you gonna do per second?
I have to get the delta time.
That's a good idea. There's something you don't know about delta time.
There's stuff I don't know. Sorry,
There's something
no,
you don't know
what?
about delta time that's super useful for what you're doing
Oh,
right
really?
here. Because you're actually trying to solve the problem in a really good way, but the problem's already been solved for you.
Okay.
If you call
In here?
time.delta time in here, so this is stupid. There's a fixed delta time.
What does that mean? That's for being used inside of fixed things?
You don't need to do it. Time.delta time, if you call it inside a fixed update, it will give you the time since the last fixed update. Because it's smart.
Okay.
I don't even know that that's in the documentation. But that's
Ooh, you heard
true.
it here first, guys. So what does that mean for me?
That means that you can get the time since the last time that, or fixed, the time in seconds since the last time that fixed update was run.
Right, because I don't want to get the. So is this still going to return me a non-fluctuating second?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Hey, Jevon, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. You always pop in. It's nice. I'm trying to figure this out by myself, but Calvin can't help himself.
Well,
It's good.
You were gonna.
I was gonna make a lot of work for myself.
I was gonna point you in the right direction.
I was gonna put this in the wrong place.
So I was gonna
but-
try to help you.
Right. So I have all these if statements. I don't need to add new if statements here because it's already checking for the key. So what I would do is I would say, how do you subtract from a float?
That doesn't even deserve an answer.
No. I know. I'm not. Okay.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
I like the way you think, Jevon. Jevon? I don't even know that I'm pronouncing your name properly, and I apologize. I blame my mother. She's Norwegian. She mispronounces lots of things. So whenever I mispronounce anything, it's her fault. Like, I can't pronounce any of the Greek gods properly. I pronounce them the way Norwegians do. Okay. So I don't want to necessarily just put time.delta time right here. I need a thing. I need to count my time.delta time. Okay. I have already thought of a problem with the way I'm doing this right now. Which is if I assign the get key time.delta time to each direction and I press two of them at once, I will be using twice the fuel. It'll be doing that twice.
To each direction?
Oh, derp, the turning, of course the turning. Never mind, I just confused myself. Oh, okay, never mind, problem solved. I'm not doing gas for the turning. Of course I'm not, because that would be dumb. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to be adding up time inside of this, which is where else do I do that? I do that somewhere else. Where are you, time thing? I don't even know where it went. The helm? It must be in the helm somewhere. Didn't I do a thing with time? What was I timing? The heck? I don't see anything here. It's time.delta time. I'm doing bad. Was that all in my little ball bouncy thing? No, there must be something here that I'm missing. Alright, whatever. I will just try to figure out how to do it from scratch again. Where am I? Time.delta time. It was, because what I want to do is I want to make a float. Name it, step on it, pedal. That's what I'm doing. Float, step on it, equals time.delta time plus, oh no, plus float, plus step on it. Oops, not a capital F. Float. Step on it. And then that's making this a timer. And then I say inside of this, if I might be doing this completely wrong. I apologize if I'm insulting everybody that knows how to code right now. If step on it, its value is greater than 0.5, that's what I decided, right? Well, propulsion will cost 0.5. This is just the starting point. I will tweak this later. Step on it, it's like a half a second of propulsion. Oh, maybe that's too much. No, 0.25, a quarter of a second. If step on it is greater than 0.25, step on it equals 0, and also energy equals energy minus 1. Oh no, 0.5. I need this and this. Why aren't these green? I don't know what this is gonna do. Calvin, can you walk through this with me? Because there's nothing I can really visibly see right now. if you press the up arrow, the float step on it is going to equal the time that's passing between fixed updates plus itself until it reaches 20.25, which is a quarter of a second. Then it will zero itself out again, and it will subtract 0.05. Oh, F. This needs to be an F. And so does
And
this.
you need to get rid of that bracket in there. That's coming out of nowhere.
What bracket? Oh, you're right. That's why that was doing
And
that.
there's another problem is you're doing a Boolean on step on it. And that step on it line, you don't want that.
It's
You're assigning a value.
right.
Right.
And I was checking if it is equal. Right. Right. Is that?
All right.
Is this good code at this point? You just went through it with me.
Totally functional code.
This is
It will totally
actually
do what
going
you want,
to
except
subtract 0.5 from this. And energy will then, this float here, energy will then equal 95.5 or 99.5.
sure.
Okay.
So now what I'm going to do is it's public. Excellent. We'll be able to see it in the inspector. Go back here. Click on your ship. Whoa.
Save
Okay.
scene, save project.
All right. Click on your ship. Let's see. Oh, error. Unassigned value.
Step
Double
on
click
it.
on it. Double click on this.
Oh, right. I'm not used to, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, you can't create the float. This is bad code.
Oh, so it is bad code.
Yeah. So
Do I need to assign this somewhere else? Is that what this needs to do?
So what this when you initiate a float,
Oh, I'm
it comes in-
creating this float like over and over and over and over again if I do it this way.
Yeah.
Oops.
But you're not creating energy over and over again.
Right. No, I need this to be up here
Uh-huh.
and step on it to be down here. Nope.
Wow. Okay. Yep. Now you gotta fix this.
And this.
Save.
I was like, why aren't these green? Why aren't these green? Because I'm stupid. Here we go. Ship.
Okay. Ship. Energy. It starts on at 0. That's right.
It should start at 100 when I run the program.
Go for it.
Yep, it goes to 100. And now, if I push forward, it should go down slowly. Oh, it's going down.
Okay.
I'm going to stop touching it. It stops.
I'm gonna do a thing. Ready?
Uh-huh. Yeah, it should add up because it's using time.delta time.
Oh, really careful. Totally does work. Okay, wait. And I thought it was. I thought I was gonna be able to trick it. So hold on.
I'm sorry, I'm just gloating. I have to enjoy my small victories.
Oh yeah.
It's using time.delta
Because you're not
time.
resetting it outside of, so every single time it will. This is a really. What I was gonna try to show you is that there was a way around it, and then there was a better way to do it. This works. There's a long way around in making this work, but it does work.
It didn't seem long to me. It's like how many lines of code? It's like 4 lines of code.
Yeah, there's one line you can do it in.
Okay.
But don't worry about
There's
that.
one thing I'm missing.
What's that?
I would like a little bar that goes underneath the ship, or some visual aid so that you know that you have gas.
That's
even
probably important.
that's like probably more
put, like, a
important than
fuel
everything
gauge
else.
or somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that
Okay.
for another time.
That's
This is a
polished.
good idea to start with, so because you can see it in the inspector. It's totally fine for right now. You totally should do that, actually.
Awesome. Okay, the next thing I want to do is make it so that if my fuel equals 0, pressing the up button won't do anything. Propulsion won't happen. Oh my gosh, I could just sit here and code all night. Why is this so much fun? Seriously, why is this so much fun? I spat a little. I got excited. Okay. 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 lovely being able to look and relive the moment where I spat. Twitch makes all kinds of things possible. All right, so Bob, coding's been awesome. I'm going into overtime. So I'm really having fun because I'm learning and I'm doing things. And now my ship has energy. Okay, if oh, I know how to do it. Oh crap. Wait. No. Okay. These this code is not encapsulating anything else. So I can in fact encapsulate this with a new if statement. So if I say if and then put this here and this here. Okay, so now if energy, oops, is greater than 0, do that. This should work. All right, I'm gonna test this. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I know what I'm doing, but I probably don't. Here we go. Now I'm gonna run my ship around, and when that reaches 0, I shouldn't be able to propel myself anymore. I think. This might take a minute. Do, 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 do. This actually will take 100 seconds. Maybe for testing purposes, I should change that number. This is taking quite a while. Shoot the blocks while I'm at it. 33. Whoa, I got hit by those things and they increased my movement. That was interesting. Here we go. 14, 13, 12, 10, 9. Whoa. 2, 1. Oh no. I got hit by an asteroid. Maybe I shouldn't have knocked everything over. I totally can't. It's doing nothing. Calvin.
You ran out of fuel.
I ran out of fuel. I did it.
Good.
Look at how I did it. I did it smart, I think.
Yep.
Bloop.
Perfect.
That simple act of putting that if statement around this one is what blew my mind when the third episode.
Yeah.
This is an amazing piece of code. I'm amazing. I'm glad you guys are having fun with this. The bullets, my own bullets, I don't know if those should hurt me or not. I'm not sure.
I think that's horrible. I think there's
I
plenty
think-
of things that hurt.
I think there might be enough things to hurt me in the end. Because all of those asteroid pieces are going to be out to get you. Oh, really? Thanks, Zach. If statements are one of the things I'm starting to actually understand. They're a very simple concept. Yeah, I have like a whole bunch of coder uncles. That's what this feels like. You're all getting like all proud of me. Thanks, coder uncles. You can send me candy. That's how I know you love me. No. All right. So, oh man, Calvin, I seriously, can I just keep going?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to break this up into like 7 hours of video. I'm gonna have to make sure that these go up really early tomorrow so that if anybody is actually trying to keep up, they have time. This is horrible. I'm a bad person for doing this way. I'm gonna leave people behind if I keep going, Calvin.
Oh. I can watch multiple videos.
Yeah, but then I'm going to be streaming again. Maybe I'll take tomorrow off to give people a chance to. Serious conundrum. I don't want whale blubber. Oh. All right. How long have I been streaming for? I have been streaming for 2 hours. All right, guys. I can't decide. You guys have to vote and tell me if you think I should keep going.
I put in my vote for keep going.
You think I should keep going? I could finish this tonight. Like, that's the kind of energy I'm having right now. I just need some candy in me, and I can keep going. There's candy right here. I'm gonna have a candy. I forgot that I got these in Seattle when we went to PAX. Sure, you can have one too. They're actually technically cough drops.
Oh, geez.
Oh, you can have one of the other ones.
Do we have more of the other ones?
Yeah. There's this little like dollar store that's full of Japanese things, and I got it called Daiso, and I got these which say cola, and these are actually a little bit fizzy candies, and they're in cola and lemon flavor, I think. Yeah, lemon and cola flavor. And then these are green tea cough drops, which are it's like green tea mint, basically. Super good. I am on a roll. This is totally awesome. I'm so excited. I should probably warn Twitter that I'm just gonna keep going. Someone's playing Legend of Dungeon.
Hmm?
Someone is playing Legend of Dungeon right now.
Yeah, I saw it. You killed the time traveler.
What we both doing?
How's your kitty?
Oh, I'm pasting code. That's not a link to any video. That's a chunk of code.
Oh, you're a cat. You've been over this.
Okay, I have tweeted about it. I feel good about myself now. Pretend that this is like, hey, look, come check out our channel. We're productive and stuff. We do things. You should buy our games. Oh, okay. I'm totally going. Hey, Tim. Thanks for stopping by. I've done amazing things. You have no idea. You missed everything. Oh, you've got your own stream rolling? Oh, that's cool, though. I need to follow you, actually. I don't think I have yet. I'm going to do that right now. Bloop. Here. Following. Because that way I can see your streams when I'm not doing stuff. Well, I hope your stream goes super well. And thank you for stopping by. I'm going to be coding for a while still. I've decided, screw it. I'm having too much fun right now. I'm going to keep coding. Because I'm adding in fuel. And it's awesome. All right, so I have done this. This part is done. Woo! Shooting will subtract. Propulsion will subtract. I have got. Woo! Done. Done. Ski. Ski. Done ski. I don't know the proper slang for it. I think it's 9. I don't know. Hops, that's my sock. Don't eat that. You're like a puppy. I know I talk to you like you're a puppy sometimes, and I call you puppy. I think it's because you act like one. You're a little weirdo. You're so cute, though. Aw, don't give me that look. Okay. Cats. All right, now let's make shooting subtract from the tank. Oh, wait, cancel. I don't want to close that. I wanted to move it over here. Okay. Shooting. Shooting needs to subtract from the tank. Okay. Shooting is not, oh, this is all junk. Bloop. Clean my code. Shooting's up here. And this is easy because it's just a tab. So every time I do that, energy equals energy minus 1. That should do it. Let's find out. This is simpler than I anticipated, which makes me worried. Oh, Tim left already. Oh, all right. 99, 98, 97, 96, 95. So I could technically sit here and just try to shoot all the asteroids away. Stay away from me. Without moving, and I'd have 100 shots. Oh, I got hit. I'm dead, technically. Definitely dead now. Yep, so saving all of your energy just for bullets is not a smart strategy, I think. But now I have a little bit to keep going. Oh no. Oh wait. Oh, I didn't make, okay. I did leave something out. I left out the if statement that says if there's no energy. Kinda need that. I'm so excited. This is awesome. Okay. No, not X. I'm getting reckless. Relax. It's okay. Okay. I've got all the brackets in the right places. Now if energy equals 0, I can't shoot. I'm going to need to create a game over state too, where it says if energy equals 0, wait like a second so that like, you know, the shame sinks in that you've lost and then pop up a lost screen. Okay. So I've got that. Yeah, that's done. Tim, you missed it. Apparently, Spart really likes your mullet with butterfly wings. He doesn't understand how you did it. You should tell him all the things. Okay, so the next thing, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, okay. Anything else? Making a shield.
Oh.
And I don't even have like the hit points thing assigned to my ship yet, so
Why don't you
that's
do
tricky.
something else first? Why don't you do
Oh, the dropping of the fuel.
Yeah.
Okay, so my brain tells me that to make the fuel, I need a new game object that is the fuel. So I need to make a game design decision. I need to decide does it make more sense? You guys can definitely give me your opinions too. Does it make more sense to have the asteroids have a percentage chance of dropping a set amount of fuel, and then having that be like, like, oh, you got 5 fuel because that happened, but it's only sometimes happens? Or does it happen every single time you destroy a medium asteroid, but its value varies? Hmm. 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 Yeah, this is definitely a playtesty kind of thing. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it so that they always drop a thing with a value, and the value is going to be a public float. Or something. And I'll see how that works, and then I can always randomize the float that it returns inside the code, and I can make a thing that makes it randomize if it drops or not afterwards. So let's make a thing that creates fuel every time. I think. Calvin?
Yep.
You are experienced programmer.
Yeah.
If I make an object, because it's not that I don't want to learn everything right now, it's more that I don't want to backtrack a lot.
All right.
If I make the fuel spawn reliably, like every single time an object the object gets destroyed, every single time it spawns and it has a set value. Is there a way to do that so that I can fairly easily randomize the value or randomize how frequently that object actually spawns? Like change it to be a percent of the time it spawns, or change it to a random value.
You can do both of those.
That's easy to.
Do either one of those.
So if I make something that just created and I focus on that first.
I don't feel like I'm just from game design point of view. I say don't randomize the value and make it spawn every time. Give them a consistent.
Just
I know
balance
this is gonna
it.
happen.
Balance it, basically.
Right. The amount of value you should give it should change, but I feel like to balance it. What?
Ooh. Okay. It's going to drop fuel every time, and it's going to have a set value. But if you shoot it, it explodes. Like you don't get it. Or not, maybe not. It doesn't necessarily
Maybe like
explode.
maybe a bunch of it gets shot multiple times.
If you shoot it too much,
I think that would be okay.
like it has 2 hit points and then it's gone, or like 1 hit point.
This one's really.
So that you're not just spamming your. Although you're not going to do that anyhow because your fuel is limited. You don't have that many bullets.
Here's a problem already, is that if you're going to probably put a physics body on this fuel, and you can give it a low mass, and if you shoot it, it can go spinning off.
Oh.
Which is just enough of a problem already.
You're right. If I just make it bouncy. Okay, I like this. I kind of like the explosions, though. That would be fun.
The blocks, the efforts themselves can explode.
But it could be strategy.
I think that sounds like a horrible game. I think you're it's
That
not a
suddenly is
roguelike.
not fun anymore.
It's not a roguelike, Alex. You're not trying to make it vicious.
You
Just
can't make
make
me
it's
vicious.
a fun action game. You make
Okay.
it fun.
Fine. All right. So it's going to the medium drops fuel all the time with a value of all right, it has to be enough that see balancing it's going to be tricky. It has to be more than the amount of bullets you have to put into it. It takes 6 shots to break a big one up into 4 medium ones. Plus another 4 shots to get. Oh, I'm getting raided. Oh my gosh. Oh, what is happening? Afraid. Okay, guys. Do your programmer things and just ignore all the humans. I got this. Oh, this is exciting. Well, thank you guys for joining. I am I'm being super exciting and learning how to program live because that's apparently what I decided to do while I learned to program. Thank you guys for coming in, and then thank you, F, for sending in all of these people to watch me while I flail about trying to figure things out. um, I don't know. I'm just going to assume that none of you actually know me. So my name is Alex. Oh my gosh, everybody. Okay. Yes. I've been rated. I understand. um, I am a video game developer. My husband and I made Legend of Dungeon, and our studio is called Robot Loves Kitty. There's like followy things and informations about us right below the video. And you should totally go do all those things because it motivates us to keep going. But generally, I don't program. I am the artist slash business person slash designer sort of side, whereas my husband is the programmer, and he also does like design and art. He's like a one-man band, but working together is way more fun, and I can do stuff too. And he doesn't like the business side of it, so I take care of that. So I'm just making a game right now. I've been programming an hour a day for the last 18 days. So this is me about 18 hours in. And I'm here. So I'm going to actually get back to doing the things that I'm doing. I totally love that this is happening. Thank you for being here. It's super motivating. The more people who watch me, the more I feel like I have purpose. Like, behold, this is what it is like to learn how to program. I do have a blog that I've been keeping track of. Oh, thank you, the Third. I'm glad you liked my hair. I did it myself. I don't know how to respond. I don't know how to talk to humans. So, you okay, Calvin? You're amused by my floundering and not knowing how to deal with
ridiculously
people.
amused. What are you doing in the code?
I am. We were trying to all right, so I should probably tell everybody who just joined what I'm making so that they can help me make it. All right. Oh, that is my husband Kelvin. He's the programmer. He is the Jedi to my Padawan, or something. Anyhow, I'm making a kind of an asteroids clone, except I want to give it my own little personal spin. And so I'm making it so that the ship has energy, and when it moves or shoots, it uses up energy, and the asteroids can drop energy. But I'm also like totally going overtime today. I'm having so much fun doing this that I didn't want to stop. And so I'm in like hour 2 now. I should only be in hour 1. I feel a little guilty for that, but whatever. I'm keeping going because this is fun. And like feel free to ask questions if you want about like whatever stuff that's going on. Especially code things, though I can't guarantee that I will be able to answer them because I'm barely understanding what I'm doing. But I am making an asteroids game. This is what it looks like currently. I press this play button in Unity because that's what I'm using. And soon I should be, yeah, okay, these are going to be asteroids. There's no actual graphics yet. This is the ship, and you can turn the ship in different ways. I've got here, right here, I think you can see the energy. Oh no, you can't. Oh, that's convenient. Here, hold on. There. Right here, that's the amount of energy or gas that my ship has. Well, thank you for following. I super appreciate it. And Chemex, Robot Loves Kitty is the name of our software company. It ended up, I'm kind of the kitty and Calvin's kind of the robot because, well, I like cats more than he does, and if he could just plug in for energy, he would instead of eating and stuff. Oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, anyhow, I'm easily distractible at the moment. So I've got the rotation in. I can even propel myself, and the energy goes down now. I just added that in like minutes ago. And I can also shoot. I'm very bad at, I never said I was good at asteroids. So, here. I want to shoot this asteroid here. And they explode into smaller asteroids, etc., etc. Now I need to, right now my ship is invincible. In normal asteroids, I would be dead long ago. But the next thing I need to do is make it so that when they explode, when I explode these medium-sized ones, they leave behind a little piece of fuel too. So that's my challenge now.
I feel like we got a raid with a bunch of trolls in it.
If they're all trolls.
It's like a troll raid.
It's a troll raid?
It seems to
You
be.
guys be nice.
Look at this.
What's happening? Yeah, you can. Yeah, they're also watching it. Like.
Yeah, I know. It's just very ridiculous.
I'm happy. If hey, whatever.
Yeah, no. I just was like looking at it. I'm thinking it's hilarious.
The asteroid, Sonic, the asteroids can't kill me yet because I haven't put anything into the code for that. Right now, the only thing that knows if it's been hit are the asteroids. That's actually this code that I have right here. It says, if I'm hit, etc. This is all stuff talking about what's going to happen if they are hit. So, oh my gosh, I forgot how this works. This is what's testing for the collision. So this is what knows if it's been hit or not. And it's saying that if it's been collided by a bullet, if that's what a bullet happened, it's I'm hit is equal to, it goes up 1. And then I have the integer I'm hit, and I have an integer that's called HP3. So the medium, this is for the medium asteroid. It would get, on the 4th shot, it would do this because the I'm hit would be greater than the hit points. So the I'm hit goes 1, 2, 3, and then on 4, it goes boop. This is what I'm going to do. And it takes this piece of code, which is basically telling it to make another object. Oops, actually it's all this here. Make an object, make it move, and kind of explode it out a little bit. And it's going to actually do it 4 times. So this each time it says game object here, boop, boop, it's actually creating 4 things. And then it's saying destroy. And what it's destroying is actually the original asteroid that got shot. So it goes, poof, it disappears, and there's 4 little guys in its place. Ha! I'm learning. Okay, that's I kind of had to walk myself through part of that. That was a little interesting. Oh, that's cool, Silver Ninetails. What kind of programming are you learning? This is Unity 3D, and I'm coding it in C#. So hopefully I won't actually confuse you. that would be the opposite of helping. I will try it. I will try my best to finish what I was going to say. If you go below the Twitch stream, there's a little image of a cat. Actually, I made that yesterday. There's a little image of a cat sitting on a robot's head, staring at a screen. That is the blog. So you can actually go there, and I've been saving out every single stream the entire time I've been doing it. So you can actually start from scratch where I started 18 days ago, which was knowing 0 about programming. Max, I talked to you. You've been noticed. Zivizi, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I don't think schools should necessarily be like this, because if the teacher is learning along with the students, it's a little dangerous because you can go off easily. One of the reasons I feel like it's okay for me to do this is because I have Calvin a few feet over that way, who can like run in and be like, no, 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 please don't do that. You'll explode everything and you'll teach everybody everything wrong. But making mistakes is good. Pink Hero, I notice you. I notice all of you. If you want, I can here. Look, boop. I have a list of all the people who are here. I know all of you, and I love you all. Look here, I'll send you hearts. I notice. For you. That's for all of you. Okay. I really do appreciate that you're all here. So thank you for coming. It's been amazing. There are some people who have been basically watching me learn to code from day one, and they pop in like every single day. A Yellow Raccoon has been here way more than I can, like, than he hasn't, that's for sure. And same for Spark. And Otbot's definitely been here a whole bunch, along with his fiance, who I don't know if she's here right now, but I've seen her a whole bunch. They actually got engaged at a panel I was giving. Oh, Calvin and I were in this panel about dev couples, and she proposed to him during at the very end of the panel. It was awesome. I have their picture somewhere. I took it. It was pretty cool. All right. I should actually try to start programming right now, but all of you should be following the stream now, and you should all be aware of the blog, and that we make video games. We made Legend of Dungeon, which is purchasable if you feel like buying video games. And we have a Twitter and all kinds of things. All right. What am I doing? I am making the asteroids drop fuel, which means I need to make a fuel object. All right. Dear Unity, make me an object. Uh, Sonic, you want me to scroll up to what? What did you want me to see? Create other, because I want it to be physical. I'm gonna make it a capsule. That sounds like fun. Yeah, it's like a pill. It's too big though, so I can change that here. Um, where are you guys from? If it's 4 or 5 in the morning, that's very. Uh, it's like Norway time. So it's like all kinds of places. All right. 0.5. Z should be 0 because that's X, Y, and Z is three-dimensional grid kind of deal. Oh, Pink, you're from Norway. That's awesome. I speak a little Norwegian, not very much. I learned a tiny bit as a little girl because my mom is Norwegian and I've been there, and I learned things that amuse little children. Can't really hold a conversation. Oh, that is still too big. 0.25. No, not 0.2. Actually, 0.3. I want it to be long. I like that. That's cool. Uh, Chemax, you start out bad at just about everything in life. It's very rare that you start doing something and you're immediately good at it. It took just about everybody here about a year to like get good at walking. We all do it. We're all good at it now, but walking. Some of us are. Sometimes I'm not so good at walking. Shut up, Calvin. Calvin has seen me in my most ungraceful moments. Okay. Capsule is
Jake says.
fuel cell.
Jake says that the first part of being good at something is second at it. You gotta remember.
Fool, I'm also bad at typing. That's not how you spell fuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
There, it's just the typo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, Painted. That's really cool. Oh no, I know your name. It starts with an A. Oh no. Angela, I think. I think it's Angela. That's awesome. Super duper. Definitely make the game. And then show me when you're done. Yes. All right. I got it. Yay! I get points. I need a little score for every time I remember somebody's name. I'm so bad at this. All right. I now have a fuel cell object. It's going to need to have. Is it going to need a new script?
Well, what's going on over there? What are you doing?
What am I? I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. This fuel cell needs to exist because I need to be able to pick it up.
All right. How are you going to pick it up?
Sonic, that sounds really ambitious. I need a rigid body, but I need a rigid body in order to bump into it. But it's not giving me the option to add one in. All it's saying is new script. Oh wait, there's a color monster? Okay. For some reason the search field had a word in it already, which is why nothing was popping up. I was just confused. Okay, now I can get there. A rigid body.
That'll make it float around.
What?
That'll be good for making it float around.
Okay, so the rigid body, I need it to not use gravity. This is basically what a rigid body is, basically physics being applied to the little pill. Okay. I don't want it to have any drag.
Well, don't
Oh,
mess with that.
I don't know if it needs any mass yet. It needs to be frozen in the Z position.
Mhm.
But it can rotate. Oh, but I don't want it to rotate. Wait.
This one probably doesn't matter so much. Let it rotate all over the place. It'll look really cool. It'll be all.
Okay. All right. It'll play it in the 3D plane a little. That'll be kind of fun. All right.
All right. So, what are you gonna have happen? How are
Um.
you gonna get that fuel?
Oh, Sonic, no, dude, no. It just because it's ambitious doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. I mean, our first project was basically just Calvin, so it was a one-man team, and he made a MMO all by himself. It was ambitious. He got really far in it. We never released it, but that was for not because he couldn't have finished it if he wanted to, but because he wanted to do things with it that he couldn't. There's nothing wrong with ambition.
Terrible way to explain what happened, but okay.
Okay, sorry for explaining it terribly, Cal.
Why don't you focus on your code? Don't
Right.
talk to these people in the chat.
You
They're
people, stop distracting me. Okay. Yeah. Neither of us have professional like education, so to speak, as far as being in this industry. We're both
Sure.
entirely self-taught.
Talking to people in the chat. Just
I know, but there's like all these new. I'm making friends, Calvin.
No, don't
He
do
doesn't
that.
want me to make friends.
Don't do that. That's not programming.
Making friends is not programming. This is true.
So
Okay.
so how are you gonna get the fuel? That's what you gotta figure
So
out.
I need to pick up the fuel.
Uh-huh.
The fuel. This needs a new. Oh, wait, is anything going to be acting? Like, does this actually need any script? Hi, Hobbs.
No. Okay.
She's busy. Oh,
Come on, you're so close to getting
cat
there.
denial.
Come on,
It
think about
doesn't
it.
need its own script unless it's doing something.
That's true.
Does it do anything that can't be done?
Oh, he's trying to fight me. So pick him up. So how are you gonna get the fuel? Is the question you're gonna keep getting back to.
I'm gonna run into it
Okay. How do you tell when you run into it?
with the rigid body.
No. In code. How do you tell when you run into it?
Oh, the same way that I have it done in. Thank you for trying to get me back into focus, Calvin. With where is it? Here we go. On collision enter. That's what it's called.
Right.
It's a function that notices when something else bumps into it, basically, right?
Alright, why don't you try a little debug thing first to see if you can detect when you bump into the fuel.
It's going to need a tag then, right?
That sounds like a good idea.
Add tag. Gas. All caps, because why not? And then I hit enter because I think that might make it save. And then I can where would I do that? Chemax, we do have a YouTube. I upload the stream of me coding to YouTube and then to the blog that's below. But you can get, I think our YouTube is right from our main website.
There's links below.
There's links below, but just in case you're super lazy, it's that.
I have a feeling that
Okay.
some of these people are just asking questions just because you can ask questions.
Yeah, well, Painted Dog is asking about measuring cats right now.
Well, that's important.
Bushwhacker by the crate.
So keep focus.
I know. You were the one who drew focus. Actually, I blame you.
To people in chat.
Okay. So right now I take in the helm. I'm gonna make a new thing here. No, what? That's not what I wanted to do. I thought I was grabbing this part too. Oops. And this needs to say gas. If compare gas, then print you've got gas. um,
Right, you gotta go.
okay, I'm amusing myself.
You've got a fuel in there, right?
It should be, yeah, it should
Did
be
you tag
me. Oops.
Did you tag the fuel?
Uh-oh.
No, you can't do
I
that.
did a thing.
No. Double click on these. Remember?
Doesn't that need to be there? That goes there.
Mm-hmm. It does.
So why is it unexpected? I didn't do these.
That doesn't
Oh wait,
get one.
whoa, that doesn't get one.
Get something else that you didn't put in.
Yeah.
Actually, that does work, but okay, one more. Come on.
That's not the, oh my gosh, fingers.
What are you doing? You're just like all over the place.
Focus.
No.
I think there's too many people watching you. You get all flustered.
Chemex, I have nothing against dogs. I harbor no ill will towards canines. Compiler error. What's wrong with you? What am I doing wrong? Nothing. This is fine. You're fine.
Did you save?
Oh, probably not. That might be it. Thank you for asking the obvious question.
Control S.
Yeah, I didn't save.
Yeah.
How about now? Compiler errors have to be fixed. Clear. Ta-da!
Wait, what are you doing? Go back. What are you doing over
Said
here?
all the compiler errors have to be fixed.
Press play. See what happens. Alright.
Okay, so
Okay.
now I should be able to bump it. It should. Oh, it's supposed to print that you've got gas.
Nope, doesn't. Did you tag it?
I did. Oh, maybe I didn't successfully tag it. It should be. Oh, I made the tag. I didn't actually tag it. Okay, let's try that. Yep, there we go. You've got gas. Boop, you've got gas. Oh. Ew, no, come back. I lost it. It's gone forever because it doesn't have a loop.
Probably should do that next time.
Ooh, yeah, that's easy though. I have that. That's the beam me up code. All right, so one of the cool things about Unity is it lets you just slap code into stuff. So I can take this fuel cell, I can take this piece of code called beam me up, and I can just, oops, pop, in it is, it's in, and now it should, let's see if it wraps. It should wrap. You've got gas. And, oops, I missed it. Yep, there it is. It came right off the top. Awesome. Okay, so I have fuel. Okay. I got raided by a very excitable crew. You know what I should have done? You guys, tell me a little bit about the stream that you guys actually came from. What was going on? What is the streamer like? I don't think I've ever actually watched a stream from them before. Be all proper and polite and learn things and share the friendliness. All right, so instead of this print, I just say energy plus 12 or 15. I don't know, it's probably too much. Is that an F? Did I put an F after it, even though it's not going to change? I don't know.
You can't just plus it. How do you
Oh, right.
change
Oops. Energy equals energy plus 15. See if that works. Okay, so now I have this. When I run over this, my energy should reach, it should go up. I don't have a set maximum to my energy though. That's interesting. I wonder if I'll do that. Oh, I need to be selected on the ship so I can see it. Yep. Oh, yep. Oh, look at it go up. I have 900, 1,000. I'm just touching it. Up and up and up it goes.
Probably should make it delete.
Where it stops, nobody knows.
Probably should make it go away.
I need to add some code to it itself then.
No, you
Don't I? No?
No.
Oh. What? Okay, so then in here, how do you do that? I don't know how to do that.
So
How do I delete something from inside different code?
How do you delete something?
I tell it to, it's not called delete. It's called something else.
What's it called? How do you run it? What is it? What does it need? Does it work? You remember what it's called?
No, I don't.
It's called destroy.
Oh, destroy. That's it. Yes. Like a. Awesome.
So if you can't remember how to do it, look up destroy.
I know how to destroy a thing, but I don't know how to destroy a thing that's not within the thing. So I'm gonna look it up.
Okay, good idea. Good idea. There it is.
Oh, if you guys want a link to
Oh,
ask to the stream, go for it.
Oh, sample available. That's okay.
Object will be destroyed. Destroy object.
Uh-huh.
So I can tell it to destroy an object that's not inside the code.
You can destroy any object.
How do I know what? How will I know? How will I direct it directly to that object?
Well,
though?
are you looking at that? What's that?
This is the part that I need to understand better. It's just still a C that I don't get.
Well, what's inside of that C? Do you remember? What is that C?
That's all of the collision information.
All right. What's inside of the collision information?
It's what it collided with, perhaps.
Perhaps. Are you looking at what it's collided with for any reason?
I don't know. Am I
What are you doing?
looking up collision?
The answer is right there on the screen in front of you. Before, not this, the other one. It's right there.
It can find the tag of something.
How is it finding the tag?
Magic?
Well, what? How is it
Oops,
compare? What is that
sorry, guys.
comparing that tag to? Where's compare tag calling from? Where's that
Within
function?
the collision.
No. It comes eventually from the collision. But look, just read out this whole line.
If inside of the collision data there's a game game object dot compare tag
You're
gas.
comparing the tag on that game object.
I'm finding that is the game object that bumped into it.
Yeah.
So if I go seed not game object,
Uh-huh.
is that? But what if it's bumped into other stuff too? I don't
It
get everything.
hasn't. You're checking.
Oh,
It's
so
only-
I can just destroy seed dot game object.
Yep.
Destroy.
You need snacks? Is that what this is about?
I need snacks. I'm hungry. I hate when the text is pink. What am I doing wrong? There we go. Okay, it's a function.
Of course it is.
Okay,
Try that. Save it.
let's see what happens.
Just play. Don't read the chat.
All right, I should bump into this. It should make me, yep, it increased my energy value and it disappeared.
Cool.
I have fuel.
Awesome. Good job.
I did really enjoy, as far as like the resource for Code Academy, I really enjoyed everything there except the Justin Bieber stuff. Stuff. Just the fact that the game that they were making you make, like this game, was so bad, and that it forced the text of all this Justin Bieber stage race, whatever. It was scarring. And I object wholeheartedly to being subjected to that kind of stuff. Can you make it so you can go through the gas bar and it won't move? Yeah, if I use up all of my gas, because right now this turning doesn't affect your energy level. I don't have anything to read out what it is yet, but it is this number right here. Later on, there'll be like a little meter or something. So I have an energy of 115, but as I propel myself going forward, pressing the up key, that makes you move, and it uses up your gas. And so does shooting. Shooting's more expensive than moving. Although this is all going to be balanced. I'm just putting in the functions. But then eventually, when that number hits 0, as soon as the number is 0, there we go. I can't shoot anymore, and I can only spin. Basically, it's game over. I can't move anywhere. It's over. I have no gas. Yeah, at that point, it's game over, and there'll be like the ship will do like some sort of pretty explosion or something.
You should be able to float into fuel, like give it a timer, and then make it explode. If you don't get fuel all the time. Cool.
Khan Academy is neat because it's educational videos, I think. Okay, so I now have a gas canister that gives me energy. So now I need to also make a specific sized asteroid drop one of these before it destroys itself. Okay, so I've got the medium asteroid, which is the one that I want to use, uses the script big asteroid, but so does the larger sized asteroid. They both use that, because those are the two that break into pieces. Oh, I know what I can do. Okay, so I can make something, set it as a public value, and turn that value off for the larger one, and it won't spawn them.
Hey, you see the giant grin on my face over here? Are you figuring that out?
Oh yeah? Hey, come give me a high five. I want a high five. I want one. Oh, you're putting on your hat. Yeah, I got pets on my head too. Good. Yay. Sonic is very excited. You know what, Sonic? You should make a game that does exploding. I'm totally okay, like taking all of the code that I am learning here and making the game alongside me. Woo! Thanks, Angela. Going right back. High fives to everybody. I'm not exaggerating how excited I am over this. Just to clarify, I'm a very easily, like, I have very low expectations in life, and I'm very easily pleased by lots of things. So, um, Zach, I haven't put the actual code itself out there, but anybody who goes through all of this should be ending up with the exact same code as what I'm doing. Um, but yeah, this is legitimately super exciting stuff. I'm really enjoying this. That's one of the reasons why I am streaming so much later than I normally do. This is like my Friday night. This is my Friday night, basically. Um, I do also still need to draw some things for people, but I won't be able to draw very nice things, and I won't be doing it right now because I really want to do this. The next thing I need to do is, yeah, I'm going into the big asteroid stuff, and I'm going to say, um, if I'm hit equals body blue, blah. And then before I destroy it, destroys itself, it's going to also game object explode and game object this name that I've given it here is the game object name, so it's fuel cell. And this should also be a prefab. To make a prefab in Unity, all I have to do is take the thing and drag and drop it in here. And now I have it. Ta-da! That's awesome. All right, so this fuel cell is basically just a little box that tells you if you've bumped into it or not. That sounds absolutely awesome, Yellow Raccoon. Oh, I should know your name too. Darn it, I do. What is your name? Mm. I'm so bad with names. It's really, really embarrassing when it's somebody that I like interacted with multiple times at like a game developer event, and I don't know their name. It's very Sam. I oh okay yes Sam. I have to remember that. I'm really hungry, Calvin. Will you feed me?
No.
No? I'll stop streaming shortly so that I can eat. And I don't expect you to feed me. It's okay. I'll make myself food. You're just making yourself food, so I thought maybe I could. Technologic! Thanks for stopping by again. We have gotten so much progress. Check this out. Okay, just watch. Keep your eyes on the screen, Technologic. This is awesome. Just wait for it. Ready? Huh, what's that? What's that you see? Huh. Look at this. There are asteroids on the screen. And look, I turn around and look. I don't have anything to print it out yet, but over here, there is energy. I have an energy meter. I have fuel. And look, boom. Oh, wait. Why didn't that change anything? Oh, there it did. I was highlighted, so it did. I pick up the little tube, and it gives me energy. And then, look, I'm going to go forward and watch that energy. It's going down. What's this? It's going down. And then I can rotate. That doesn't take energy. But shooting does. Oh no, what's this? I'm going to run out of fuel so fast if I shoot and move at the same time. Oh, not to mention like crashing into things. I haven't made it so that it's, you know, destructible. The ship, that is. But I'm working on that. That'll happen soon, actually. The rate I'm going. Look at all those asteroids. Bam! Chaos! Okay. So I've got all kinds of things happening right now. I'm getting very distracted by chat, partially because I'm hungry and tired, I think. But yesterday I had just figured out how to make the asteroids spawn, but they weren't coming all the way through, so I had a whole bunch of stuff I had to do to fix that. And then I had to make What else happened? Husband, make me a sandwich. Yeah, he wouldn't make a sandwich that I like though. He makes things like peanut butter and cheese sandwiches. I don't want any of those. All right, so I need to make a new game object. I'm gonna take all of the code that I have from the other stuff, except I don't want explosion force. None of that explosion force. I want it to make another one, except I don't want explode. That's the name of the object, right? Wait. Explode and fuel. Okay. And then this should be fuel. That should work. Why is, hold on. Do I need a public transform? Oh, yeah, I do.
Where are you gonna spawn the fuel?
Inside.
Probably like in the center of the.
Yeah, I need like a new.
No, probably not. If you can put it in the center of the game object, it's not.
Oh, because that would just be the position, right? Because that's at the very center.
Just trying to help.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Trying to save you some work.
Sonic, just one small request. Can you not type all in caps because it's extra distracting and it makes other people feel like you're yelling and that's not fair. I'm super glad that you're excited though. Like seriously, I feel the excitement. You can capitalize one word if you really need to. I don't know why suddenly all these other positions turned pink though. What did I do to break that?
Just save it and see what's happening.
That's game object. That's
Put somewhere else and save it. Go back to Unity. Unity will tell you if there's an error.
It doesn't seem to think there's one.
Well, might be
Oh,
one developed
wait.
being stupid.
A local. Oh, oops. Nope. I did something wrong. I did. I didn't change this. I don't want it to be game object asteroid. I want it to be fuel. Why do I keep typoing? I'm dyslexiaing into fuel, into all kinds of different things. That one was fluel. And then game object gas equals gas rigid body. There we go. That way I don't have two fuels. Okay. I think this, that should work. There we go. Now it's phased out properly. Raccoons are neat. They're smart. Uh-oh. Compiler error. Have to be, well, let me just hit play and see what happens. Oh, it went away. Okay. So I have to highlight my ship so that I can see my energy meter. No. Ship. There we go. Okay. Ooh, don't want to get hit, technically. Alright, so now if I destroy, oh, it'll happen now on the big ones too because I have it. Whoa! Whoa! What just happened? And oh my gosh, they're exploding with crazy force all of a sudden.
You know why?
Because they're spawning something directly in the middle and it's all pushing away from it.
Yeah.
Okay. Houston, we have a problem.
I've got a solution for you.
I do too. I have put it on the different,
No,
no?
don't do that. So, what I would do is make room for it.
Spawn change the positions a little bit, you mean?
Yeah. Change the position of the other asteroids that are coming off just a bit.
That's different for the Lastroid and the Masteroid.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to manually do that for both.
Yep. To do that, drag copies of them out of their prefab spot.
I have one of the Lastroids and the Masteroids
right.
marked out.
That's right. That's
Can
right.
I
You gotta
still-
disable. That's
can
why
I
I was
still-
telling you to do that.
Modify them
And then press.
while they're disabled, or do I have to enable them first?
You have to enable them.
Okay.
If you apply them disabled, they will spawn disabled.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that was crazy. That was very intense. All right, so you, Lasteroid, you have a thing inside you called up left. This needs to be, oh boy, I need to see the scene for this. This needs to be, oops, no, what am I doing? This, you need to move more like over, what the heck? Clicking on the wrong thing. Over here and up here. So like, yeah, 35, 35. I like that. That is the number that you will be. And the number that you will be that. And then I hit apply and that'll apply it to the prefabs too, right? That's how it works?
Yep.
Calvin, how do I Unity? Okay, apply. Left, number that you should be. It's 35, 35, apply.
Oh, you only have to apply it once after you've finished adjusting all of them, then apply it. Anytime you hit apply
But these
on,
are 4 different objects.
nope, they are a part of a single prefab. When you hit that apply button on any of its children, anywhere, it applies to the whole thing. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but that's the way it works.
Okay. It's like you're only talking to the parent.
You're only
Kind
talking, those buttons up on the top are the prefab buttons. It doesn't care what you're doing.
Sonic, I think either you're gonna explode when you run out of gas, or you're gonna like flip upside down or something. Unassigned reference exception. The variable fuel of big asteroid has not been assigned. Yes.
Oh, you didn't pull the changes first.
What did I not do?
So watch this. So
Pull what changes from where?
I
I haven't changed that one yet.
right,
I've only
but you
changed this one.
change this one, and this has none.
I haven't
Because
put the game object in yet. That's all.
did you do it here
Nope.
at one point?
Nope.
Oh no, so you've never done
I
this.
haven't. I forgot to put
How
it
did
in.
it explode in crazy amounts then? Okay, I think you did.
I
put
never
this-
dragged anything in there.
Never?
Nope. You can watch the video later to be sure. Hello, rich man. Welcome to the channel. I'm trying to make vidjigams. It puts a game object in there anyhow,
What?
doesn't it?
What?
I don't know.
If you instantaneate something that is null, it will error.
Well, it didn't.
I'm telling you what probably happened. We'll find out later. Anyhow, you should totally add these things. Let's do it.
I
Can
only
I show you
want-
something?
Oh, okay.
I'll show you something new and do
Yeah.
this at the same time. You can't use this one. You've got to use this one.
Yeah,
here.
I see the prefab.
So you want
Maybe
it
I
to
did do it. I don't remember it. I don't think so, though.
right?
I only
you-
wanted the medium one. I
Right,
don't
you
want
don't
the
want it
large.
big one. So you need to make a thing in the large one.
Oh,
Can
why
you
did
do
I
that?
do the large one then? What was I thinking?
So
I haven't done that part yet where the large one.
I'm going to show you a thing.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yes. So then I can leave the large one null and it won't pay attention. I didn't need to move the things that I did. I was doing that in the wrong box. Oops. These all need to move though, still.
However you want to do it. Make it do that. And then, yeah. Checking if something is null is something you're probably going to want to do a lot. Once your code base gets bigger, you're working on something bigger, seeing if something is null or not is a very useful thing. You know whether it's assigned a value yet or not. Super useful.
Cool. Oh, you were just quiet. Well, I'm happy to hear your voice. I'm glad you're here now, talking and stuff. All right, let's change these. 45. 45. 45. Blah, 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 blah. Do this forever. 145. 145. Apply. That should apply for all of them. Yes, they're all now 45. Asteroid is there. It has the fuel cell inside of it. Explodes into the littler ones. I'm going to save my scene and my project. This is something you should do intermittently because otherwise sometimes if Unity crashes, you'll lose a bunch of progress, and that's super bad. Yeah, see, yeah, Zach watched. He says that I did not put it in.
Okay. All right.
Sonic, this is literally me learning how to play, how to write a game on my own. I've never coded before. This is me 18 days into doing this for an hour a day. If you wanted to, everything I'm using to make this is free. The Unity version that I'm using is free. If you want this game, you can make it yourself. It will only take you 18-ish hours, less actually, because you can probably skip a bunch of parts where I'm like, what am I doing? Yeah, I wish I could play music while I'm doing this because I have all kinds of weird types of music that I enjoy subjecting other people to, but if I do that, sometimes Twitch will mute me, and I don't want that to happen in case, well, because I'm going to chop this up into hour-long segments and post it on the blog. All right, I'm going to test this. I think it should do things. I think I'm going to leave this open right like this and shoot this. There, look, there's a fuel cell. Oh, yes! Oh, it worked. It works, Calvin.
Excellent.
I'm going to fuel cell. Doesn't even need to be here, but it's. I'm going to turn that off. And I'm going to turn this to silent mode and this to silent mode. Okay. Oh, this is so exciting. Trying to learn while listening to music. I basically have a soundtrack going in my head all the time anyhow. Generally, it's really obnoxious, stupid songs that nobody wants to actually listen to. Or like little fragments of songs. So, music is generally nice for me. Alright. Calvin,
Yeah,
I'm awesome.
I agree.
No, look, my checklist is almost completely done. Done! Yippee! Okay. And we have a value as they drop right now. I don't know if it's balanced yet, but it is there. All right. The only thing I don't have is a shield that raises if my energy is over 75. That goes away as soon as you get hit with one and then has like a recharge time. Smart, that sounds crazy. TV and music on at the same time? That's too much. I know that I'm far too distractible to begin with. I don't think I'd be able to do that. I would just end up staring at one and then not actually hearing half of it. Yeah, technologic, the fuel actually powers your weapons too. So, see that my fuel is at 100. If I shoot, oops, if I shoot, the number goes down. So, you have to watch out how many bullets you spend, but you also have to watch out because it takes fuel to pick up. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, the fuel. There we go. Actually, Calvin, I think I have a game right now. I mean, it's not asteroids because I can't die via collision yet, and also these medium asteroids are way too explodey. Like, stuff still explodes out a lot, and it speeds things up. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna have to tweak this. Oh no, I went past the fuel. Oh my gosh. If I run out of fuel before it, okay, you know what, my strategy now? Explode more things, get more fuel pills. Come on. I'm bound to hit one of them now. Oh shoot. Oh no, oh, right there. Okay, this is really hard. I'm really bad at my own game so far. Oh, gee whiz. Oh no, I bumped into a thing. Alright, this is already kind of fun. How are the graphics going for my game? It's almost ready. Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to stream some art for a little while?
No.
No? You're not that ready?
I don't want to do that kind of thing.
There are so many little pieces. Oh no, I'm out of stuff. I wasn't paying attention. Is game over unless oh, is it gonna hit me into, no, oh, it's so close to just randomly running into a fuel cell. Oh wait, here comes one. Come on, yes. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, here's another one. Oh, I'm gonna run into a problem if I don't start taking out these little, I've already got a game. If I don't take out these little ones, more asteroids won't spawn. So I have to take these out. Oh man. I wasted too much fuel just messing around earlier. I make mean games. Fuel, no, the asteroid bumped me. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah, ship it. Yeah, I could give the fuel cells and the ship different colors and stuff. This is, everything here, these are just game objects, or what they're called here. And they're just super simple three-dimensional shapes. Wait, who works for EA? I don't know that I can make it so that I explode now, but I should be able to give my ship hit points the same way I do this. Actually, if I take all of this really quick. And I go to the helm. And I have on collision enter. Oh, I don't need to put that in again then. I've got if nope. If it equals rocks, I think. Is that what these are? Rocks. Rocks. Are the little ones also rocks? Yes. Oh, oh, oh! This is easy. If it equals rocks, I'm hit plus plus. And so that means I need to put up here. Um, float, I'm hit. Oops, no, where did you go there for? There. Oh, float is lowercase. Capitalization is important. Oh, Yellow said to ship it as is. Oh, that was a mean thing to say about EA. Not that they don't entirely deserve it, but the kind of if I'm hit is greater than HP. Hit points should equal. Right now I'm going to equal. Actually, right now they'll equal 1 so that I know it's working quickly. Click it. So I can change that. Okay. If game rocks, I'm hit plus 1. If I'm hit is greater than HP, destroy. That should destroy not 90. Where did that come from? Destroy. Just boom. That's it. Do I have to say destroy self? How did I do that in draw partner? Destroy game object. This is what I want to do right here. I kind of actually know what I'm doing. Weird. I also might be doing this really wrong. Okay, I'm gonna save this. I think I saved it. Let's see. Uh-oh. I did something. I put in the wrong symbol somewhere. Where did I go? What did I do? Boop, boop, boop.
You got a funny if statement down there at the bottom. There's a way to do it like that. But you should not do it like that right now. You've actually missed a bunch of things.
Yeah, I messed up something.
So look at where all of your
Okay.
parentheses go.
Hold
because you've missed one somewhere.
Void on collision C. Here. This is that function. Where's the other one of it?
Uh-oh.
Shouldn't that be lighting up? Yeah, okay, so I'm missing one.
Yep.
Great. Okay. Ah!
But is that the right way to have it? I mean, sometimes you can just put another one down at the bottom and everything works. But that's the wrong way to do it.
If I'm going through them all
All right,
now,
all
I got
right.
it. That was nice
Look,
sign that everything lit up again.
In general, you shouldn't do it that way. I've scolded you for that.
But I found out that one was missing.
Yeah, okay.
So why would that be bad?
All right.
This has one. This has one. This has one inside of it. Okay. Save. Everything has its things. Okay. All right, that's saved. Let's see what happens. No errors. Now, if I bump into